In this video, I kind of want to introduce what the Father's Guild is, who I am, and why I feel a little qualified to talk on all this. So by the end of things, you should have a sense of whether or not the Father's Guild is the right place for you, this channel is the right place for you, and if not, 100% cool. If so, though, welcome to the Guild. The payoff of fatherhood is the success of your family. And that right there sums up what the Father's Guild is about. It's about getting together and figuring out how we can allow our families to succeed. And in order for our families to succeed, we have to be good. And that's what this channel is going to be about. How can we take the most from this experience while changing and growing and being the best versions of ourselves? My name is Patrick Barber. I am a father of 4 boys, ages right now 13 down to 2.5. I am the husband to an amazing woman and an amazing wife. In my life, I have done everything from waiting tables and room service to running equipment companies, to running online businesses, to leadership and mentorship, and kind of everything in between. One of the running themes, though, for me and my whole life has been trying to grow and be the best version of myself. In some stages of my life, that was purely physical, and how can I dominate the fellow competitors that I'm around? And in other stages of my life, it has been purely psychological. How can I develop my own awareness of how I interact with people, my communication levels, the depth of my relationships, the quality of the ability to parent with my boys? It's all been about growth and learning. And my purpose behind all of it was to just leave no stone unturned, to see what I can do about, again, leaving fatherhood or leaving the stages of life that I was in without any regrets. And so far, it's worked out great for me. I don't pretend to know everything about parenting, but I do know what has worked across 4 separate beings, 4 separate kids. I also know what's worked in a relationship to keep it going and keep it passionate and keep it amazing and keep myself desirable to my wife and simultaneously in love with her in all regards. Now, is my story one that everyone's going to be able to replicate? No. But there are things within what I'm doing that I think will help any father out if they want to live a higher quality life and be the best versions of themselves. On this channel, I plan on speaking about all of those things. I want to help fathers leave fatherhood with no regrets. That's the plan. We're going to talk about psychology. We're going to talk about, training and physiology. We're going to talk about nutrition and diet. We're going to talk about specific how to parent, like how to navigate things like our own emotions when it comes to yelling and snapping on our family, about how to navigate learning how to communicate and get what we need from our spouse, how to handle different situations, both on a very practical level with, like, if you want to talk about changing diapers and that's specific, sure, but more into like these frameworks for developing ourselves. Right now, the rhetoric in the manosphere or the man space about being a man or being a father is on 2 ends of a spectrum. You've got one side, which is be aggressive, be over the top, and this is presented to us as manly. And then on the other side of things, it's saying be passive, be submissive, essentially be feminine. And these are 2 far ends of a spectrum. There is an in-between. There is having sides of both of these, but then walking through the world in a wholly different way than simply one or the other side. Men are not one-dimensional. Humans are not one-dimensional. And we don't need to pick one of these 2. You might naturally be here, or you might naturally be a little bit more here, but the goal is to look at the other side and try to work our way towards balance. So that way we walk through the world making the greatest impact, helping our kids the best way, being there for our wife and our family and the people around us. I've been on Instagram for a number of years now, making content in short form, and I want to do something deeper. I want to make longer form content because I think that's the way to actually change and get education into people and have actual thoughts start to process. I see Instagram and that side of things as more like the fast food of the social media space. This YouTube, this is where we're going to build a community. This is where we're going to actually unpack things that are a bit deeper. And that's going to take some work on my part because I'm not good at all the planning just yet, and good at the follow through and the longer form storytelling, but I will get there. I feel like I've been given the gift of not being as smart as a lot of my friends. So things don't make sense to me initially, and I have to make them as simple as possible for them to make sense for me. So when it comes to presenting information, I try to do it as simple as I can, because the more simple it is, the more people will understand it. So when it comes to human change theory and getting stronger and getting fitter and growing our mind and being therapeutically okay and understanding the nuance of just overall psychology and physiology, I want to make it simple. So if I understand it, if I can articulate it, hopefully it helps someone else out there live a higher quality life as a father and as a man. That's what the Father's Guild is here to do. That's what I'm here to do on this channel. Be ready for 1 video a week. I've said limiting factors to that in 3 different takes of this, and I can show you at the end, but I will be making 1 video a week. I will be making 1 video per week, long form, here on this channel, about information on getting better at fatherhood. If that's something you're interested in, follow along. Welcome to the Father's Guild.